One of my fondest memories of the 90s are DBZ LAN parties and your
DBZ
NES.
parties were great,
Nice.
especially with Budokai. Budokai was the prime of that shit for me.
Right.
Late 90s and everything when they started adding that.
Oh, DBZ, LAN parties. I'm like, DBZ LAN parties? That was a thing.
That's great too. But I didn't grow up with that. I grew up with Gears of War LAN parties.
I did Halo LAN parties.
We did that too, but Gears was like the big thing.
Yeah.
Gears is that's a different story. You can make a whole podcast on just Gears.
Right. I need to. One day I'm gonna play that series. I've never played that series.
Dude, I will be your co-partner in it. I have all of them. I'm not even fucking. If you have Game Pass, they're all free.
I have Game Pass. Yeah.
They're all free.
Yeah.
I will play every single one of them with you.
Nice. I'll have to do that sometime.
Yeah, dude, let me know. I'm always down. I love the Gears series. A lot of people don't like the new group Coalition who took control, but they've been providing very well and have made more lore than Epic Games did when they were the beginners. So I very much like. That is a promise. It's on stream. I will play the Gears of War series with you whenever you feel like it.
Nice. All right. Yeah.
I will be in like Yakuza 3, you know? I'll be in the middle of Yakuza 3. You're like, hey, I'm thinking on starting Gears tonight. You good?
Why do you make me sound like that?
I don't know.
Oh my god, like, I'm gonna talk like this from now on.
For gamers, it's like a booty call, you know? It's like, hey, I'm starting this.
Hey girl, I'm starting up Gears. You want to join? Oh my god.
Yeah, I will hands down. I'll be in the middle of Yakuza. You like message me in Discord. I'll be like, chat, we're fucking doing this.
Nice. All right. I don't know where Rockstar is, but 90s were a thing.
Oh,
they were definitely a thing.
There was two separate sections of the 90s though. Early 90s was way different than late 90s.
Oh, it totally was.
Because late 90s kind of meshed with the early 2000s. You had NSYNC. Let's talk about that.
Okay, on the topic of NSYNC, have you ever heard of an artist on YouTube called DJ Cummerbund?
No, but I love the name.
He makes mashups and they're fantastic. He just made one with NSYNC. Oh shit! I gotta figure out what it was called. He just posted a Pro Tools session from it. I gotta find it. Hold on, I'm gonna find that real quick. Interestingly enough, 90s Narok was also into ICP back in the 90s during the original Joker card albums. Oh wow. No, I did not see that one coming, considering you are a massive metalhead. You are correct. Let me see if I can find that real quick. But welcome to the show, everybody. Hope your night is going well. I don't know where Rockstar is. He told me 2 seconds, like 4 minutes ago, so.
It's been 2 minutes there, Rockstar. What you at?
Yeah, right.
Playing Dead by Daylight with another friend of mine.
There you are.
Hello.
Oh, it's he posted a Pro Tools section of him creating a video called Before I Pop. It's Slipknot mashed with NSYNC. I'm gonna play this because this is something. It is
DJ Cumberbund.
Hello, Rockstar. I don't think we actually fully introduced except for chat. How are you?
I'm doing good.
That is delightful.
How are you?
Fantastic, thank you. For Game of Thieves mod.
I was just playing a game of Dead by Daylight with a shitty nurse.
Yo, what did you, before we go off topic with 90s, what do you think of the new monster? The new
Blight?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
fucking
Amber.
hard
Hi.
as shit to play as.
I think it's like it's an interesting concept.
Sorry, my fault.
But it's like It's so broken. His ability with it is so stupid. Doesn't work right.
It's just very. It's like I said, you have to like literally break your thumb or break your wrist if you're on playing on a
Oh yeah,
keyboard
no,
and
the
mouse.
turning. I gotta put
Yeah.
it to like put my sensitivity to 0.1 with mouse just so I get enough time to turn.
That's why like I don't really use his I don't use his ability as much.
Yeah.
Bro, that's tough. We're getting to it, Amber. We're getting
Also,
to
hi
it.
Amber, how are you?
Hello, Nerdrock and Amber.
Kids
Hello,
nowadays,
Amber.
kids
Amber.
nowadays have phone and such. Back when I was in school, I had a Discman and had to handle it like it was made of gold in fear of making it skip. I
What is
remember
the
portable CD players. I used to have
How
one.
am I doing, Amber? I'm very tired because I'm going through shit. Because I'm about to move in 2
what is
weeks.
the
Oh
perfect
yeah, that's
explanation?
right.
25th the
Gabriel
close date.
Iglesias. Early 90s was still the time of the payphone.
That's very true. I remember the
and
Kmart
Gabriel-
near me still had
yep.
a payphone.
Gabriel talked about it, and I love how his explanation was you got to get creative with it. So when your mother or someone picked up the phone, it would be like, the caller, Mom, I'm going over to Fred's house. Is that okay? Is trying to call you.
Yeah,
Is
so
that
you
okay?
wouldn't actually have to pay.
You wouldn't have to pay.
As
And
long
so
as
Mom
you
would be
could
like,
get it
hell no!
as long as you
And
could
just
get
like
it
hang out.
within that 6-second window or whatever, however long it was. It's like,
It was such a different time.
right?
You gotta keep the phone
It was
away
a
from your
simpler
ear,
time,
from
though.
your mouth. Otherwise, you're gonna get gonorrhea.
Right. Get every disease on that fucking phone.
That's also true.
Shoot up gum, fucking cum.
Thank
and all that
God,
shit.
thank God we're not needing to do shit like that during this time. Like coronavirus.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you see a payphone, you're like, oh, they forgot to take it down.
You remember
exactly.
when America was a thing? Yes, I do.
Unless
It
you
was
see a
the
blue
beloved
box, then you know
country.
it's the doctor.
Now it's a pinnacle wasteland.
Nice, but if you see a blue police box, it's the doctor, or it's a homeless man ready to stab you.
I always thought Harry
This
Potter.
is my box.
My parents adopted the whole "as long as you don't kill yourself, go do whatever, I don't care" mentality.
Yeah, my folks were like that.
Mine were not.
Mine were similar. Like, they were
My
like, you
mom's-
have to ask, and then like if it's like something they don't trust, like, hey, I'm gonna go to the park with so and so. You've never met them before. She's like, no. Or if it's like, I'm gonna go to the park with
Rosie,
like
go
one
to
of my
bed.
cousins. Okay.
Yeah, my folks, my dad was a big Grateful Dead fan. He was one of those type of guys. My mom was a heavy metal fan, so like they were very let loose and more of on that whole 90s where it was like,
nice.
you know, we've done it. We understand you'll be doing it at some point. Just make sure you're safe.
Yeah.
You know, you understand your limitations. They're like, don't go full fucking hard. If you do, your ass is getting whooped. Plus, being in a household with a mother who's also like Puerto Rican, it's not the best thing ever.
I'm assuming sandals were involved.
Oh, the tacleta with everything.
Say what happens.
I used
Say
to
what
headbang
happens.
to
You broke it. Say
Pantera
what
and
happens.
Megadeth with my
You
old
broke it.
man
Now you're
back in
crying.
the
See
day.
what happens.
Pantera.
And now I had an Italian
Rosie!
Irish mother. So
Hold on.
Hello, Rosie.
Yeah, she's
My whole
she's
family's-
old. I'll be right back.
my whole family is Italian and Irish. So like, my mother used to tell me like horror stories that like, one time she ran, my great grandmother, God rest her soul. My mother did something bad and she ran down the hallway. My great grandmother threw a glass cutting board at my mother and split it across her head.
Fucking, that's what happened. That's what
That's-
happened back in the day. You
Shit.
fucked up. You got fucked.
Oh yeah, no. Mine was either I got fucking a leather belt or I got this fucking Italian, the wooden spoon. If God forbid that broke, they went to a fucking metal. And God forbid that broke, fucking plastic. I think the
my
plastic.
mother was raised by an Italian lady who lived like she was from the fucking Bronx. Like, you Italian lady from the Bronx, that ain't hard. As she always said, where we come from, we make cement shoes.
Oh no, my mother's like my whole mother's side's Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So like I get the New York.
I was
quirks.
raised on the whole Puerto Rican and partially from that New York Bronx like attitude. Especially if you're Italian. My mother was fucking All hail Queen Mother. She was the greatest of them all. If you disobey, you get it all.
Sound of Dad's bell leaving his bell would burn it. No, my Nurok is like when you take a leather belt.
I'm back.
When you take a leather belt and you
Oh,
like
my.
have it and you like do like the snapping. My fucking stepfather would do that. Like when you hear snap, 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 you're like, oh, fuck you, you're out the door. I was
Right.
like, I literally hid in our fucking shed for like a half an hour because I accidentally
So-
spilled a glass of orange juice and I heard like the snap, snap, snap. I
Shit.
thought he was gonna beat the shit out of me, but luckily he
Oh
didn't ca-
shit.
No,
It's
he was
happening
doing
again.
that because apparently he told me later on it wasn't for his leather belt because he used to hunt. He was fucking harnessing up a deer, so it made the same sound.
Yeah.
So they were looking for me he beat the shit out of me because he couldn't find me for half an hour. I fucking hate my stepfather. Well, my
How
former
things have
stepfather. He's
changed.
fucking divorced my mother. Thank fucking God. Fucking
Alright.
prick.
Vlas, what do we got tonight?
I was thinking we'd just talk like pop culture, music, movies,
Games.
any
We gotta talk
games.
90s games.
Yes, we
We
have
gotta
to.
talk 90s games.
I
That's
gotta talk
why-
90s like commercials.
Oh no!
Oh god. You ever seen 90s Japanese commercials? They're fucking great. Look up
Oh,
Arnold Schwarzenegger Japanese commercials. There
Oh
you go.
no!
Yeah, you go.
Fucking Japanese commercials never are always
Arnold
fucking amazing.
Schwarzenegger with Japanese commercials in the 80s and 90s was the greatest thing ever.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, like Japanese commercials never get old. You could
They
like
really
they're always
don't.
fucking like fascinating to watch. And you never know
Metal
what
Gear
the fuck the
Solid,
product
the
is. Like
original.
you think they're like one. There was like one I saw where it was like it looked like it was a car commercial. It was for fucking ramen. I'm like,
Nice.
and like they had it where there was a video where they actually had like Americans, like American young adults react to it, and then they had Japanese young adults react to it, and like they're like, oh no, that's for cough syrup, and all the Americans thought it was like fucking for soy sauce. Because it was like it was a it was a glass bottle with the green top. What's the first thing you're gonna think when you see a dark liquid in a glass bottle with a green top? You think soy sauce. No, they said no. It's cold medicine. I'm
You
like, the
fucking racist.
That's racist.
It's not racist. Like they didn't know, and I'm like, oh, I was like, how? I was like, you know what? I don't give a shit.
I mean,
I still
if
say-
you see the same that Kikkoman style bottle, that's what you're gonna think of.
I still like the it's like gummy sours.
Yeah.
And it's like these people getting chased by this turtle
Well,
mascot.
speaking
and
of,
they
I have
trip.
warheads. I should probably eat them.
Ooh.
That one
I have
and
warheads,
the
like,
long
it was-
Long
it was-
man.
It was
I
in the
love-
90s. A sour candy. It was in like a hazard box container.
Toxic waste.
Yes, that's
Yes.
now banned in the U.S. Like, what
It's
the
not
fuck?
banned.
No,
It's not
we
banned in
got
the
Yeah,
US.
partially areas and it's banned.
Not here. Well,
Not here.
not where Rockstar and I are.
Connecticut was. I don't know about
Is it
Michigan. But I
really?
remember yeah, I remember toxic waste when that shit was the biggest thing with
Remembers the
Warhead.
original Surge? Oh my
Oh
god.
god, they brought that back a couple of years ago, and my uncle. I said like I wanted to get him. My uncle's like look like Flass knows it's the same Uncle Flass.
Oh
You
no.
go see Marvel. He literally, I said like I'm gonna get a Surge. I'm gonna buy a Surge. He literally grabbed my arm, looked at me, and shook his head. Because he's like, you will have a little freaking heart attack. That's like drinking 50 Red Bulls. And I was like, I'm good.
I was never allowed to have that.
What, Surge?
Yeah.
No, 'cause there's too much fucking sugar in it. You kidding me?
It
It's like
really
drinking
is.
like 24 cases of
looking
like
at
Pepsi.
it, looking at it now, yeah, I know that. But as a kid, I'm like, oh man, why can't I have that? All the other kids are having it.
Oh no, my parents growing up in the 90s, it's like, why can't I have that? Mom, I can't have why can't I have that? So and so has it. She's like, well, then go live with so and so.
Yeah, that's what my mom would say.
That was always a thing.
That's what
Well,
my
if you
mom
like
would
it so
say.
much, go.
Yeah.
And then like literally, I'd be out the pack in my bag, and like I'm leaving, and she's like, good, go.
Oh no!
Literally would
Right when my
stand there
foot touched like
and
the
let me
outer
walk
door,
to like
I'd
the edge of
start
the
crying.
driveway and just wait and just like she's just like, and then
Yeah,
I come
no.
back in, and like, she's like,
I would be
Like, you
so
didn't get far.
determined. I'd be so determined. I'd grab my bag. I'd pack everything. As minute as like the screen door opened to the yard and everything, and my foot stepped out, I'm like, ah, I'm so sorry.
No, because like I was told, like I remember, what was it? Remember fucking candy cigarettes?
Yes,
I
I
never
always
had
hated.
those.
I had to hide that from my mother for like a first year. She didn't need to know. Like, I had a neighbor friend, you know. You always have that one in a 90. You always had that one person who's in your next door neighbor who just happens to be your friend for that time. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the ice cream man would come get our normal stuff, and I would sneak like a couple of bucks from my mom's wallet, and I'd get some candy cigarettes, and we would hang in my backyard on the swing set, fucking eating these candy
That
cigarettes,
that
thinking
and
like
Big
they're
League
we're
Chew.
on them.
I've had Big League
Yes,
Chew. I've had that.
yes.
Oddly
Shit, I've
enough, it
had
was on a church trip that I had it.
I would get candy cigarettes because living up in northeastern PA, we would go to like this town because I lived in a small coal mine town. We would go to a town over, which is like old, like Victorian style, like houses, like something like right out of like fucking Halloween Town.
Yeah.
That's where all the rich people live. So you get like the fucking king size candy bars and shit.
Connecticut's
really?
different.
Yeah,
It
I had
really
like one
is.
fucking Halloween when I was like probably like 9. Somebody gave me a fucking $100 bill.
What?
That's
Trick or
what's going to
treating.
be interesting is the difference in the 90s for region 2, because I was born in Connecticut. You guys were
I was in New York.
New York, so you're
Northeastern
relatively
PA, like a football field away from New York.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
right on
So
the border.
I've seen a drastic like difference between once it hits PA. There's like a weird difference between that. It's like 90s is different between the regions too. In Ohio, see, I live in Michigan now.
Michigan.
Fucking great.
But like I would get the candy cigarettes and had like Marvel characters. And like one time I was
Had
copying
Marvel
my
characters on them.
yeah, like
Wait.
Spider-Man and Wolverine
my
and fucking
God.
Look
Hulk
at
and
me, I'm
Beast.
smoking Spider-Man.
I'm smoking Spider-Man.
I
It sounds like
literally-
weed.
Right?
I literally grabbed when I
smoking
was
Willy
holding it
Wonka.
like a cigarette, and my mother said, if I ever see you holding that like a cigarette again, I'm gonna chop your fucking fingers off that are holding it, and I will cauterize the wound so you don't have to go to the hospital, and you have to explain to everybody what happened to your fingers.
So
I hated them anyway. I just did it because I thought it was like cool.
I was born in a very household of like movie. My father was like a massive movie buff. He still is, you know. Every film I saw, I've seen from him. And so whenever I had the candy cigarettes, I would hold them like I did when Robert De Niro in Goodfellas with the thumb and the index finger, and you would hold it and have your 3 other fingers sticking out.
Yeah.
I would always smoke my candy cigarettes like that for some fucking reason.
No, I did like the
You ever seen
index
how
and middle.
like
the middle
Japanese
like my
anime
uncle did.
do it? They do it
Yeah.
between their middle finger and their ring
Yeah.
finger. And they like
Damn.
cover their mouth when they inhale.
See that I knew from like
Keep it a
realistic because my
smoke
father
it.
smoked like that, but always because of that film Goodfellas, I always as a kid was like, I'm Robert De Niro, I'm gonna do the thumb and index. I'm smoking candy cigarette. Like I was just,
Glass has never seen Goodfellas.
Nope.
I've seen it like 5 times.
Rambo's just like, I'm fucking out of here.
it was one of my favorite Martin Scorsese movies until I saw Wolf of Wall Street. I think Wolf of Wall Street is definitely better.
No.
I keep
Godfather.
meaning to see that.
Fuck
God-
Godfather.
No, the
Fuck
fucking
Godfather.
No, fuck God. Godfather's fucking
No,
best.
Marlon Brando's performance, of course, is astonishing. Al Pacino's performance is astonishing. It's a great mafia film. But in terms of like pure enjoyment, I fucking will watch Godfather 100 times over than Goodfellas 100 times over than I watch Godfather. I can't
Right,
stand
no,
Godfather.
I'm not saying like I Godfather is like I always like one of the greatest score. Actually, probably
In
my
terms
other,
of cinematic performance of what they did for it, absolutely. Godfather will stand hand in hand as one of
oh,
the
that
legends.
wasn't Martin Scorsese. That was Francis Ford Coppola who did the
Mm-hmm.
Godfather. Never mind.
Goodfellas is Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, no, I'm saying no. I meant like Goodfellas, great for Martin Scorsese. I still say The Irishman is his like best one.
I
right
like
now.
I
The
still need to
Irishman.
see Irishman.
I felt it was a little slower than his normal.
Well, that's how Scorsese always does his film. They're always slow.
Oh,
pace.
absolutely. I just felt it was a slower than what he normally does.
Oh damn, Narot.
The harrowing moment, like when I remember it's first grade, I got suspended for beating up in 3rd grade, and then I got home. My dad said to me, avoid fights whenever you can, but if you can't, you
Oh,
better
yeah.
not lose.
Oh yeah, I grew up with the if you need to defend yourself, fucking defend yourself. And I was raised in that whole like defense. So whenever someone would fuck with me, I'd fuck with them. It's how it was. Nowadays it's like you know, some kid like slaps a kid with his hand. It's like like the most pettiest slap
Yeah.
ever, and all of a sudden you'll have the whole board of education on
yeah.
them. That's the
It's
difference between that.
ridiculous.
In the 90s and even way before, if you had issues, you'd
You
fucking
dealt
deal
with
with
it.
it.
You dealt with
Right.
it yourself. As
Now
long as
it's
it's
like
as
now,
long as
now
it's
it's like a kid who's in
self-defense, you wouldn't get in
the
trouble
kid.
for it. And now it's like even if you're on self-defense, you get in trouble for it.
Like,
Fuck
I'm sorry, the kid who bullied me happened to be weaker. Like, my bad.
No, like half the fucking time, more like nowadays, majority of the time, the fucking victim gets punished.
Oh
more,
yeah, they really do.
and it's fucking
Yeah.
bullshit. I'm like, really?
That
Like,
it's just a whole
like
big
my
shift happened between 1999 to 2000 was like how parents raised. We started getting into that whole like mentality of like that what we make fun of, the soccer mom mentality.
The helicopter parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, never say no to your kid, never do this. It's like my folks are like, we were raised like this. We're not gonna be like our parents because our parents were ass, so we're gonna be better parents than our
Exactly.
ones. But like, if you got shit and if you're unable to handle it, come to us. But if you can handle it, fucking handle it.
Mm.
I always got told that if I ever got into a fight and I didn't win, I was gonna get more trouble. But if I like actually won,
I never had that.
I would literally get like a fucking ice cream party.
Get an ice cream party.
My mother literally would say like, because I got into a fight and I defended myself and I won. And I literally the next day, my mother took me to Walmart and got me a Spider-Man action figure
Nice.
because I won.
That's how it was.
Those
That's
days
like
gave
make
way
you feel
to the
better.
days
Oh,
of
you
every
okay?
kid is
You
special.
okay? Like your mom's like, you okay? You hurt yourself? No, you're good. And next day, all of a sudden, you're like, what did I do? Because she's treating you like, hey,
Yeah.
we're going out, we're going to Walmart, we're getting this, or we're going to Dairy Queen.
Me, it was fucking this small town arcade.
For me, it was
Just give me,
Dairy
like,
Queen.
$10
Dairy Queen,
to
like
go
10
have fun. I'm like,
10 minutes away from us, so we would go Dairy Queen.
no, I would have to drive to New York to go get ice cream because the only nearest ice cream place was fucking McDonald's or you go to the grocery store.
Yikes.
I
Yeah,
said
no,
small
thank you.
fucking town, or you go to Wendy's and get a Frosty.
The Frosties are not good. Not that bad, you know?
Right.
You gotta dip
But no,
the
there was
fries
like
in
mom
them,
and
though.
pop. There was
Yeah.
this mom and pop ice cream shop up in
You
Port
always
Jervis.
gotta dip your frickin' Wendy's in what is it?
French
Ice cream.
fries and a Frosty.
Oh, that's the best.
I don't do that.
It's
I
the
don't.
it's sweet and salty and it's so good.
It's
fucking
that's
disgusting.
sacrilege. That's sacrilege.
If you were no, you know what's good? A Frosty and fucking Pocky sticks.
What the fuck?
Pocky
I've
sticks.
never had that. I've had
I
Pocky and I've
love
had Frosties,
Pocky
but I've never
sticks.
had them together.
Pocky,
I
yeah,
love
the little
Pocky
chocolate
sticks.
coated
I
sticks.
remember those
I've
days
never
back when Happy
decided
Meal
to go,
toys didn't
"Damn."
suck. Yeah, right.
I had a Frosty and I was snacking on Pocky and I was like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, Happy Meal toys in the '90s were the littest shit ever.
I remember.
Remember when we got
who remembers
Tamagotchis in the
if
Happy
you walked
Meals?
into a McDonald's?
Yes, and Tamagotchis are the best thing ever.
Fuck.
They really are.
Who remembers walking into a McDonald's in the 90s and they had a fucking Nintendo 64 set up?
Mine never had that.
Yes,
Mine did.
one of them went to, and I tried to convince my mom every time she offered McDonald's to go to that one specifically. But it always happened to be like 10 minutes out from the one that was right next door.
Of course.
Yeah. I only had the one, so I got lucky. Who remembers the
Yeah.
fucking Disney cups? Remember the Disney cups they were giving out at McDonald's? The glass like Disney
No.
cups.
No, I don't.
My aunt, they got recalled because there's like fucking chemicals were
Oh,
killing people.
They
Like,
they did the
yeah.
same thing with the shit. I actually still have some, like the what was it, the Shrek glasses?
Yeah.
When they did the
Yes.
Shrek promotion, those got recalled. I think I still have one.
No, like these were like actual like drinking glasses that they had the cover of like a Disney movie like Lion King and Sleeping Beauty and Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, and on the back would be the description. They got recalled months later because because something in like the chemical, like the thing they made it to have the picture on the glass when it was washed enough, it would actually like seep in your drink, and it would actually make you sick, and you would puke and shit.
Ew.
That's fucking hilarious.
Wow.
My aunt and my
If
aunts
that's
and
not
my
a
uncle still
metaphor, I don't
have
know what
all
is.
of theirs, where they have them like
Fucking 90s,
displayed.
man. What a time to live.
Yeah, you
Right.
know what? Here, I'll send Vlass a picture. Maybe it'll jog your memory.
Oh, jeez. What
Because
now?
like I remember these, and we can't ever forget fucking Szechuan sauce.
Oh, yeah.
They brought that back.
I know. I got
brought
it.
it back
You
for a
got
short
pissed. I sent
time.
you pictures. You got pissed
I
off.
tried it once.
I like it.
Of course,
was
in the
okay.
beginning, like
It wasn't
Szechuan
that
sauce was
great.
always in the 90s. So I was able to try it. So when I heard that they brought it back like
Rick and Morty
10
brought
years
it back.
later, yeah, I was like,
It's gonna
what's
be my
the
season
big
9, Morty.
Morty, you
Morty.
don't know Morty. I couldn't understand because I had Szechuan sauce in the past when they used to have it. When they brought it back, I'm like, it's okay. It's not that bad. Why is everyone making a big deal about it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I had it. It was okay, but it wasn't
That's
like
exactly
something
what
I have
yeah,
to
it was-
I
it
have
was-
to have. I found
it was
something
like a,
really
"Ooh."
really good though. It's called firecracker sauce.
What the fuck?
It's
I want that.
it
Just the name makes me want it.
it's so good. It's like it's
There,
like
I sent you
it's got
Blast.
a kick, but it's not super hot, but it's got enough of a kick to.
I love heat.
I'll send you.
If
a
anything I
picture
brought to
of
my
it.
stream is heat. I ended up doing that stream like last year, a year before.
Oh, I
a
have
fucking hot
seen
sauce.
these.
Yeah.
And
I
I
remember these.
the Carolina Reaper, so Reaper.
Oh no.
Fucking Carolina Reaper.
I
Literally, that's
did
funny because now I was watching fucking Hot Ones all day, and I watched the fucking.
I
Gordon
love hot
Ramsay
ones,
one.
man.
Did you see the Gordon Ramsay one?
Yeah, I rewatched. That was the first one I watched.
Fucking wings
shit.
are raw.
Shit. No, it's this show. I don't know if you've seen it. It's the show called Hot Ones on YouTube,
I've
where like
seen
they
Hot
have
Ones.
celebrities eat hot
Hey,
wings.
I've
So they had
seen Hot
Gordon
Ones.
Ramsay eating them, and he was
My
like,
favorite-
as it got spicier, he was just like, "Fuck, shit."
He brought
Fucking hell.
Pepto Bismol donuts.
Yeah, he brought donuts too. He brought donuts and everything. He cut them in half, take
He
it in
kept
with a
them in the
cover and
bag,
put it
yeah.
in it.
I
But then
just
he
watched.
started making like better
You've
wings for
grown.
them. He's
You've
like, "These are
grown
wings
Carolina Reapers. Nice, Narok.
I can't. My buddy gave me the one chip challenge. A coworker of
Oh,
mine.
I haven't had that.
Oh my
I-
god, I
ended up
couldn't.
buying the actual Carolina and like eating it on stream one time, and that was it.
Oh
I was like,
jeez.
I ate it, and like an hour later, my stomach felt like shit, and I puked because it was just so like it was like I had nothing in my stomach but that chip.
Oh, that's
So
a
it
good
just sat-
reason.
And I'm working, so I'm running around and I'm in the heat working, and I'm just like, fuck this shit. And I puked, and I got to go home early. This is before I worked where I'm at. Vlass. This is back at Kroger.
Yeah.
So I got to go home early because they thought I had the stomach flu. So they said, go home.
like,
Nice.
get the
like,
fuck out of here.
Fuck yes! And I played it off. I went home. I was like, it's all the way to the car. And then I literally got out of the car and I just flipped off the store as I walked. Because I got to go home
Nice.
4 hours, and they paid early, and they paid me for it.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. He is
Because I literally was like, no, I could work. I could push the car.
Can I
They're like,
can I
just go home.
interrupt in something?
Sure.
Let's talk about video games real quick.
Yes.
The 90s
Alright.
video game. And can we talk about its software? The goats of everything. Pretty much the goats of first-person shooters and team deathmatch, and why that's now a thing. That was in the 90s, boys.
I mean, original Doom.
Original
And Wolfenstein.
Doom, id Software. They released Wolfenstein for free. They released Wolfenstein for free to test its ability to see how much it would do to do the
Mhm.
third-person spectrum. But there's a Netflix series. I watched it. It's called High Score. They talk about this, and this is where I got this and the knowledge on it, was that while id Software was designing their third-person perspective within like this 3D perspective within first person, they were also Nintendo was trying to do that, and they ended up competing with id Software on it. There
Oh,
was like
really?
this small group that ended up hacking a Game Boy and making a 3D game within the perspective of the Game Boy, and Nintendo was trying to perfect that forever, and they couldn't. So they ended up taking these guys who hacked this fucking Game Boy, which was illegal at the time and still is, and put them on the team to work and make this 3D game.
Nice.
But id was also working on theirs, where they were all a team that broke off of their stuff, became id Software, and fucking 5-man team, like 5 to 8 people working on this fucking game. And they released the first episode in 1993, and people wanted it so much that the servers actually broke. The server shut down because so many people tried downloading this fucking
Nice.
game, this first episode series, and the server shut down. That was also the beginning of the internet. Really, the internet started becoming in its prime to perfection was the 90s.
Rockstar, why are you monka-essing my bot?
As I got bored. I was listening and I was like, fuck it.
But yeah, Doom's the fucking predecessor. They're the gods. id Software's the greatest in that shit, Without them testing their things, we wouldn't have first-person shooters in a way that we do now. Probably. They started it all.
We probably would, but they'd be a lot different.
It probably would have been like another 10 years before. So instead of 1993, it's in 1991. It's like 2003.
Yeah. We would still be on Call of Duty, Black Ops 1 or something?
Yeah, the graphics that we have now wouldn't have been here for another 5 years, if anything,
Yeah.
most likely.
Alright, one question I ask both of you. If you can bring back one 90s food that they haven't brought back yet, one 90s food, what would it be?
That they haven't brought back yet?
Like Dunkaroos don't count. Like Dunkaroos they brought back. So you can't count that one. It has to be something that was available in the 90s and they have yet to bring it back.
Did they bring back French Toast Crunch?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
I saw that and I was like,
it's like a limited thing, but yeah, it's still around. I would say the Reptar bar, but they brought that back too because I have one.
They actually shaped it like Reptar.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. Remember Rugrats?
Oh god. It's
I
what's
would
so funny?
totally bring in Shark Bites.
That
you remember
3D
Shark
Doritos.
Oh yes, the 3D Doritos were the best.
Yeah.
They were the
Bring that
best.
fucking shit back. Let's go, Doritos.
They brought back the asteroids, but they only brought them back as like flaming hot Cheetos. I'm like, I don't eat flaming hot Cheetos.
With Ghostbusters releasing, they had the High C Ecto Cooler juice.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They brought it back, I think.
I think they did for limited run when the new movie came out.
Right, because they also have the Twinkies.
Oh.
Like that. I know that they brought it back in like early 2000s, but like, what about fucking purple ketchup?
They still make green ketchup.
I know, but no, purple was the best one because I remember when I saw the first commercial, I was like, and my mother's like, we're out of ketchup, and I was like, I literally grabbed all the purple ketchup on the shelf. It's like 5 bottles. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it's purple ketchup. Just like, it's just ketchup and it's purple.
Crystal Pepsi was 80s, I thought.
And it was.
No, it was 90s. It was 90s last because
discontinue in the 90s.
No, they brought it back.
They brought it back, but now it's gone again.
Well, no, they're bringing it back every summer.
Yeah.
I get it like every summer they bring it back.
Not a food,
but
a
when it first came back, I was just like,
I'm looking through to just remember discontinued things in the 1990s.
What
about Dannon Sprinklin's yogurt? It was fucking
yeah.
yogurt that just had normal cake sprinkles for
Nurox Squeeze It sound familiar, but I don't remember what exactly
I remember it. I know what you're talking about.
They were a juice. It would you would rip the top of it and drink. It was a plastic like fucking bottle shape.
That sounds like Kool-Aid Jammers.
I don't know what Kool-Aid Jammers are, but sure.
or
Who
not
remembers?
not
Who
Kool-Aid,
remembers
not Kool-Aid
Planters?
Jammers. The shit. I know
Oh,
what
how
I
about
know
this
what I'm
one?
thinking
Gator
of.
gum. Gatorade Gator gum, boys.
What the hell?
What about this one? Planters cheese balls in a can.
Ugh.
No, it was just like it was in like a Pringles
Oh,
can.
I remember that.
I remember this when Pop-Tarts started becoming popular. They made a cereal out of it, Pop-Tart Crunch.
They make
They have
Pop-Tart
that still.
cereal. It's not Pop-Tart Crunch anymore, but they do have like Pop-Tart cereal now.
I completely remember it because it had the free Express Monopoly card game on it.
Who remembers Trix yogurt in a cup?
They still make
Yes!
that.
I know, but like not like back how it was in the '90s. It's like they had like the two different flavors. Now it's just like one flavor.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like that one. Or what about Waffle Crisp?
Yes.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, I love those.
I would say Oreos, but they brought those back, and that was like my favorite.
The Oreo
Oreos were
O's.
Yeah, but the Oreos now are not the best compared to the originals.
True. What was it? It was a gum. I don't know if anybody remember. It was like Ouch gum. And it came in like a tin.
Oh, the Band-Aid one?
Yes.
I remember
I
that.
fucking love that gum.
I never
I used
had
to like
it,
go
but I
around
remember
school
seeing
like
it.
keeping it in my pocket and just like show like having it like kind of up. And like people would actually like sneak fucking like I remember in my class we would actually like take the tins, we would keep them, and we would put like fucking like nerds in there and just like sit there like eating it, in class.
How loud was that?
Very loud, but the teacher didn't give a shit. We were
Oh
just
my
like,
god.
you had to be like quick.
They
Oh, what
had
about
these-
Wonder Balls? I know they
Yeah.
brought
Oh
back
my god.
Wonder Balls,
I remember Wonder
the
Ball.
Toy Story ones.
Freaking remember they came out for a while because Spice Girls were popular. The Spice Girls Lollipop.
Never heard of it.
I remember seeing those in stores. They had it was like orange but then white, and it had a picture of like one of the Spice Girls characters.
Really?
Oh my god.
So stupid.
I just remembered my favorite candy they discontinued, and I was so pissed.
What?
It was in the 90s. Butterfinger BBs.
Oh my! The commercial with Bart Simpson.
Yes, I fucking loved.
Yes.
I fucking was so upset when I went to I used to go to like a gas station after basketball practice when I was forced to do that, and I would always get the Butterfinger BBs, or before we go to the movies, I'd get Butterfinger BBs. And then one day we went to the gas station and said we don't have them anymore, and I was like,
I remember when they released PB Max, and it got discontinued because it was like an identical of like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Nice. That one gun
That's-
Nirog, we were just talking about that. That's the
Yeah, now you say
the
it, just
ouch gum.
yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while. I saw it like a couple of years back, like 10 years ago, and then I haven't seen
think
it since.
they still sell them at like specialty
yeah.
candy stores.
Probably.
I think It's Sugar sells it because they sell a
Oh.
lot of old candy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stores that
If
still,
they got Butterfinger BBs, we're going. Last, I don't give a shit.
I
if you
mean,
gotta
they
work,
sold
I'm gonna-
Birdie Bots every flavor beans. That's where I got them.
That's fucking like Harry Potter.
I
That shit's
know.
still kind of popular. No, if they have fucking Butterfinger BBs, we're fucking going. I don't give a shit if you're at work. I will drag your ass out of
No,
Sam's
you're
Club.
not.
I will drag. I was like, we got a mission. Your boss was like, what is going on? It's like, we're going for Butterfinger BBs. He'd be like, go, my child.
Oh my
Go.
god.
Your boss recognizes it. He's like, do it. Do it. You gotta go.
No, if my one boss recognizes it, he'll be like, "You better get me some."
Austin, we'll get you a whole box. And he pays you for the rest of that day, gives you a bonus, and you bring a whole box.
Bring a bonus.
You remember bubble gum? It was a bubble beeper.
Bubble
It had bubble gum
beeper.
and like it had bubble gum, but it was wrapped in select colors like green, yellow, and purple. It was,
Nice,
No.
get stocked out.
It was-
It gets knocked
was
out by
shaped-
chloroform
they
and
made it,
wakes
they
up
made
at the
it like
store.
you were cool, like you were having a bunch of cigarettes. It was shaped like a cigarette box, and it just you would rip it and take one out like it was.
No, I don't remember those.
cigarette.
All right, I got this. This isn't a food. Who remembers always going like you go? All right, so you're all right. just picture it. It's 1997. You're at a grocery store with your parents. You're waiting in line because you're getting your candy, and then all of a sudden you look at the front and you see the quarter machines and you see temporary tattoos. Who fucking begged their parents for money
Yes.
to temporary
I
tattoos?
remember
Oh,
those.
can I have 50 cents? It's just 50 cents.
Yeah.
My mother actually, I got like one. It was like a giant wolf, and I said, she's like, where do you want to put it? I was like, put it on my neck. At the side of my neck, and I went to school with it. And my teacher was just like, "Oh my god, oh, temporary."
Oh, that was the greatest.
Nice.
You felt
Oh,
such
God.
like a badass too. You're like, look at me, I got tattoos.
I remember going like to fucking like Disney World or like Camel Beach, and they had like the henna tattoos, the spray on. They last about a
Yeah.
week.
Oh
I would get like
yeah.
fucking tribal tattoos on both my arms, and I'd be like, "Look at this shit, I'm fucking awesome." And now I'm an adult, and I have like 2 fucking tattoos. So like, fuck it.
Do you remember the small arcades used to be at the exit of stores? Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
Remember
never
when
had one of
Walmart used to
those.
have arcades?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there were a
yeah. They
couple.
still
There were
have.
a couple
No,
near
they
me that
don't
had
anymore.
it.
They have like the little. They have like. It's rare to see a Walmart with like a 50-cent like Batmobile ride.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near as good as they used to be though.
No.
You'll excuse me. I'll be right back real quick.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna wait for him to get back because I got another one I want you to picture, and it's everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I
Oh,
remember
no.
that." Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but no, like that's like getting temporary tattoos was like the coolest shit.
I never got those.
Oh, I did it all the time.
Sitting and playing San Francisco Rush and such. I never did any of those arcade games because my parents never had the money.
I would do I had to like beg, and sometimes it was like I couldn't get it, or it was like either like sometimes like I can get the candy bar and the tattoo, or a bouncy ball or something.
Remember the super bouncy balls that bounce like super freaking high?
Oh yeah, I almost broke a window. So my mother took it and threw it. My stepfather took it and threw it in the woods. Never saw it again. Like some archaeologist is gonna find it like millions of years later. Like, this ball must have been very special, and he throws it. Just bing, bing, bing. It's like flubber. Fucking knocks him out. It's flubber.
Oh my god, that movie.
I fucking love that movie.
We're gonna have to talk about that. You guys have my attention. It took a bouncy ball to get Amber's attention. Welcome back, Amber.
Yeah, welcome playing Overwatch.
This ball must have been a weapon of mass destruction. I mean, you're not wrong.
They're not. No, I remember. The fuck was it?
I stopped playing Overwatch.
Remember like the fucking 90s candy machines that make it look so cool, and then when you begged your parents and you finally got one, and like you make it, it's like a fucking sludge. It's like all sugary and shit.
Wait, what?
Sugary slush? What?
You know, like the commercials, like back in the 90s, where it was like Dr. Creepin's like bug making machine, and it was like candy, like jelly bugs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I was asking my
those.
mother for that for like Christmas.
My cousin got one. He begged for Christmas. He got it. For our first attempt, it came out and it was like just like slush.
Nice.
And like it tasted disgusting. We were like,
I was also like around the same time, late 90s came with the Easy Bake ovens.
I remember Easy Bake Oven. My
still
sister
sell
had
those.
one.
Yeah, oh, I know they do.
My sister had
He's like,
one
no,
of those.
because
It's
tomorrow's
such a
my
thing.
younger sister's birthday, and she's gonna be 6. She wanted a fucking Easy Bake Oven. So what the fuck is in my closet right now? A fucking Easy Bake Oven.
If my
Nice.
kid asked for like an Easy Bake, I don't know if I'm gonna be happy or sad. You know, be like, oh, nostalgia, or yay, my kid likes it.
They're way better now than they were back then. I know
Um,
back then they used the heat from the light bulb to cook the food.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and it was the most like disgusting thing ever. But as a kid, you're like,
Yeah, right.
no.
I'm a baker now.
They had
Who
better
remembers
options.
fucking Light Brights?
Oh, I remember losing every single piece.
Yes. I lost all of my reds. This is bullshit.
Yeah, right.
All right, now this is what I'm gonna get. Everybody's gonna go like, "Oh my god!" All right, who remembers this? It's Saturday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. You run into the living room, you turn on W4 Kids, and you're watching all these action cartoons like Batman,
Oh, I
Spider-Man, all
remember
that
those.
cartoon, early
Captain
morning
Planet.
cartoons.
I remember
This is
those.
how I did mine. When every weekend I would go to my cousin's house. So Saturday morning we get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. We'd sneak past his parents' room, get 2 giant bags of Doritos and like a shit ton of Gatorade, sneak back, and we're blasting cartoons in the den.
Oh my god.
And that's what we did all morning.
Nice.
And then when he would come out, and then when like my uncle would come out, we had to hide the Doritos because if he ever saw us with Doritos, he got pissed because those were his favorites.
See, when I was young, that's when shows like Cowboy Bebop came out.
Oh yeah.
So I would watch those and everything. Cowboy Bebop was the biggest thing.
Oh yeah. Now, when Toonami hit, because my uncle's like into comics and like Dragon Ball Z. So when Dragon Ball Z,
Steve Bloom, best man ever.
Right.
Dragon Ball Z came out, he literally said, he literally grabbed me and my cousin. He's like, we're gonna watch Dragon Ball Z. We sat and watched. We're like, whoa.
See,
Yeah.
I didn't start watching Toonami until I was in like middle school. That's
no, I was able to watch it.
I gotta thank my father
When
for
it
that. He
first-
freaking
I-
did
I got
that.
the
You know, he showed me when I was young. Ghost in the Shell, the original. Of course, I grew
have
up with that
that.
stuff. So, ooh,
I have
I
the
was
original.
a big Bebop Trigun fan. I loved all. That was an anime when I was fucking hella young.
Inuyasha was big about that time. Yeah, I think it
Yep.
was.
I never got it.
Rurouni Kenshin was out around that time. Rurouni Kenshin is really good.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
You got it in 1998. You had Initial D. Initial D came out. Every fucking car person even loved that. You had every car person watching Initial D.
See, the problem with my childhood is I didn't really learn about anime or metal music or any of this stuff that I'm into now until I was in middle school.
Oh no, it was easier for me to get into like shows like Spider-Man and Batman and anime because like I was spending more time with my aunt and uncle and my grandmother at her house on the weekends.
What the heck is that, Narok?
Same with my mom and her brother, my dad. My dad was a big nerd. He would dumpsters dive with him and his buddies looking for tech pieces. So I grew up like that, you know, loving tech and loving games.
Yeah, my childhood was kind of sheltered.
Not mine.
I was that sheltered antisocial kid.
Damn.
Yeah, it
Shit,
sucked.
mine was
Makes for the best friend.
I want to dye the top of my head blonde. My mother. I don't
It's
give a
kind of
shit.
like
Go ahead.
Evangelion. Oh, nice. I'll have to look into it.
Was this 90s Megas XLR?
Oh God.
I think it was maybe
I think it was
late
early.
90s.
I think that was early 2000s.
It might have
Let me
been.
look it up.
I know
We
IGPX was early
are
2000s. But that's a
Fighting
good one.
robots.
Rockstar, were you even alive in the 90s?
Yeah, 94.
He's the same age as me, Amber.
No, it was 2004 Megas
all that
XLR.
stuff.
Damn it.
Even you had the Western cartoons. You had Our Real Monsters.
Real Monsters,
Yes.
Angry Beavers,
Futurama.
Futurama,
Courage the Cowardly Dog was 1996.
Courage, Dexter's Lab.
Codename Kids Next Door was 1998. Actually, I never realized that.
No.
Yeah, K&D was good for
Doug,
its time.
yes, Amber.
Doug.
Cow and Chicken.
You guys were
Cow-
babies. Screw you,
Amber, you're
Amber.
like 2 years older than us, fucking babies.
Ed,
Eddie.
yes. Invader Zim, yes.
Babies were 2 years younger than you, Amber. That's not babies. Babies is like compared to like us with Nurok.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
You a baby, Rockstar. Specifically you.
All right, I guess then I'm gonna have to bump my
Lol.
follower
How
count
old
for
are
the face
you?
reveal to 100.
Wait, hold up. How old's Rockstar?
I'm actually
26.
older than Vlast by like 2 weeks.
Let's say it's 2
I'm
weeks.
the youngest one here.
Yeah.
I'm 23.
Amber, I'm bumping my face reveal count. I have to get 50, I have to have 100 followers. I know I'm fucking with you too. Just 20. Yeah, I'm
the youngest one. I'm 23.
Yeah, Nurok's the old man in the group.
Back in my day, kids didn't watch cartoons.
You're right. Remember
They went out and hit each other with sticks.
Rockstar, remember the substitute teacher we used to have that would go like no
Oh,
beepers, no
yes. He
YouTubes?
passed away like a couple
I
of
know
years
he
back.
did.
Like when somebody told me, I was like, we had just graduated like 2 years after I graduated. I was like, oh. No, yeah. He would literally have a piece of paper and it said, no YouTubes, no Walkmans, no
no
beepers.
walkie-talkies.
I said, who the fuck?
No walkie-talkies.
Yeah, no walkie-talkies.
I wanted to bring in like the Pokemon walkie-talkies I used to have. Be like, if I still had him, I'd be like, I'd bring like a Pokemon walkie-talkie. Be like,
Did you guys watch DuckTales or Animaniacs? I remember Animaniacs. I watched that
I watched both.
with Rob Paulson. But
DuckTales.
I don't remember. I never got into DuckTales.
I did. They brought it back, and actually, the funny thing, they brought it back.
It's on Disney Plus, isn't it?
Yeah, and David Tennant's voice is the voice of Scrooge McDuck.
Is he really?
Yep, the 10th Doctor is Scrooge McDuck.
Oh my god.
You can actually hear it. I'm like, oh my god, that's David Tennant.
How about
Yes, I like
Powerpuff Girls?
Powerpuff
Yes,
Girls.
I remember Powerpuff Girls.
I'm a guy, and I can admit that was like a fucking awesome show.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Him was a creepy character.
God, he actually I remember the
Samurai
first episode.
Jack.
I had nightmares.
Samurai Jack was fantastic. Pinky and the Brain, yes.
Classic.
I got the last notes. I got all 5 seasons on Blu-ray of Samurai Jack.
I almost bought that the other day when I went to Walmart, and I'm like, no, I don't have $50 to spend.
Who remembers Batman Beyond?
I remember Batman Beyond. Johnny Bravo, oh my god.
Johnny Bravo.
Do the monkey with me.
Your beach game properly.
Alright, everybody has to remember Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Return the slab.
Don't, because I will fucking hear that all night.
Return the slab.
You'll make it like this.
Hey Arnold, yes.
Hey Arnold was awesome.
I was into Nickelodeon game shows the most. Okay, let's be real here. Legends of the Hidden Temple was fantastic.
Yes, me and my cousin actually, because he had a big backyard, we would actually pretend we were on the show, and we had like monk.
Every
they only filmed that they only filmed that show for it was 4 seasons, but they only actually did filming for 2 years, and then they canceled it, even though it was wildly successful.
They're bringing it back.
Are they?
Yeah.
I know they made a movie out of it where Kirk Fogg.
No, they're bringing it back
Kirk
as a Nickelodeon original show.
Nice.
I'll look it up. Hold on.
I remember Guts and Double Dare. I remember Figure It Out too, but I don't think anyone else remembers that.
90s to early 2000s, I feel Nickelodeon excelled on its game show.
They really did.
It had a lot of shows that were very game enthusiasts and a lot and capable of slime.
Oh shit! What was that one where they played arcade games?
Oh, here it is.
Well, they had a game show where they played arcade games, and then the final thing was beating an arcade game. I don't remember what it was called. But I remember watching that at like 3 a.m. some mornings when I couldn't sleep.
Here it is, Wes. On December 16, 2019, it was announced that a reboot aimed at adults would premiere in April 2020 on Quibi.
Well, that's not happening.
I got you, Flash. Was it called Starcade?
They're still
casting. I don't think it was Starcade. I remember Arcade was in the
game
name.
show where you play arcade games, and one came up with Starcade 1983 to 1990. A Starcade, a game show where contestants compete against one another by playing arcade video games. The series originally aired on TBS in 1982 to 1983.
It was on Nickelodeon, though. I remember that.
I don't know about that.
I don't remember what it was called. Now that's gonna bug me.
Fuck, what's it called? It was on Nickelodeon. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I remember that, and I remember this was 2000s, but I remember Scaredy Camp. That was weird.
I don't remember that one.
Weird show.
I might if I saw it. No, I remember Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because I actually started rewatching some of the old episodes on YouTube. The one I always had nightmares about was one about the hockey stick and the guy was slowly turning into a snake.
Oh, was it actually called Nick Arcade? I think it was called Nick Arcade.
Was it?
Yeah, this looks like it. Yeah, this looks like it. partially lost Nickelodeon game show. What?
Yeah.
Premiered
yeah,
January 4th,
Sonic is
1992 and ended on November 6th, 1992. Wow, it wasn't even around a year. I remember this. I
Oh,
remember this
remember-
show though.
Remember Double Dare?
With Mark Summers. Yes.
Yeah,
Amber-
and they
Amber
always had
mentioned
that
Sarah,
fucking
Sarah
one where
Tronic, welcome. How are you? Welcome
they
to
always
the
had
stream.
that one that had the nose and the slime was fucking.
Uh,
I remember that.
I just found.
Didn't they bring that back?
Remember.
They bring that back and they have like
there was
what is
Double
it,
Dare.
YouTube
There
stuff?
was Double Dare 2000 that they did, and then there was something else that they. It was like, I don't remember what they did. Figure It Out. I remember Figure It Out
Figure It Out was
because
good.
Keenan Thompson was on it a lot.
Who remembers
Yeah.
Angry Beavers?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
then
loved
Rocket
Angry
Power.
I
Angry
remember
Beavers.
the ancient Hawaiians used to say.
All those styled shows that followed like Angry Beavers and everything, all stemmed from Rem and
Yes, Amber,
Stimpy.
yes,
They
all
really
that.
did.
Rem and Stimpy
All
was
that
the
was
last.
fantastic.
There's a Netflix show there's a documentary out that talks about the Rem and Stimpy show and the behind the scenes and everything and how that was like
The
that was the
shit
best
they
one.
got away with on that show.
Yes. The
I'm
guy
like,
who
I
created
saw
Rem and
that.
Stimpy,
I saw
he's-
some of the
he's-
scenes, and I'm like, what the
he's-
hell?
he's crazy, man. But like all shows following Rem and Stimpy all took influence from Rem and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy was the first
Ren and
real
Stimpy
show
were
that
so
pushed what was
good.
acceptable in kids' comedy. That is
Yes.
very true.
There's some that believe Ren and Stimpy's the reason why kid shows have actually become more
I'd
family
believe it.
friendly.
I believe
Who
it.
remembers?
It's because it pushed so far beyond.
That and what we discussed earlier with the parents shifting their mentality kind of thing.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm. Big influence was because of that.
Yeah.
Here's something. I gotta think about this too. SpongeBob SquarePants came out in 1999, and it's still going on to this day.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I
Was
think
it? Oh,
they
yeah, 'cause-
finally ended the show.
They finally ended it.
Yeah.
What's the final episode?
I don't remember.
I'm looking this up.
I haven't
don't
watched
believe this.
SpongeBob since
Like,
2008.
For instance, the flying butt pliers. What the fuck?
Or
I
in
don't
Ren and
remember
Stimpy,
that.
where he's Ren has the fucking saw and they're trying to chop the wood and it's on his ass and he's like, oh,
I
stop
remember
it. He's like
that.
trying to tell him like, oh, finish it, and he's
Yeah.
orgasming because of it.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy put so many boundaries.
They really
And
did.
the guy, what they say in the documentary is that he was the Walt Disney of cartoon shows. The guy who created it was like the Walt Disney of cartoon shows. He was the biggest.
Amber,
He was the biggest.
Amber, I remember those. I think they were
I
called
do- I
what,
can't remember
skip
what it was
ropes
called.
or something. I don't
He
remember.
goes,
I'm looking it
oh
up.
yeah,
I think it was skip rope.
yeah. It had the ball at the end and everything.
Yeah, and you just
Skip
jumped
it.
over it. That was skip
There was
it.
a-
I was close.
There was a video. It's not in the. It wasn't a video from the '90s, but it's a recent video of someone using one of those things, and they couldn't fit their foot in, so they took their shoe off, put the shoe through the hole, put their foot through the hole, and then it worked.
What?
I don't understand why.
What? How
But,
does
like-
that does not make sense.
They're like, oh, instead
Oh
of taking
my
my
God.
shoe off
What?
and just putting my shoe on the
Hold on,
floor,
hold on,
they
let me
put it
finish.
through the hole. Like,
Wow.
what?
Okay. I was just looking up 90s toys,
Yeah.
and the first picture I see is something me and my cousin were so excited we got for Christmas.
Was
and
it
they were
moon
shit.
shoes?
Yes, those fucking moon
Yes.
shoes.
I-
We
I
begged
I
and
remember
pleaded.
them advertising them during Legends of the Hidden Temple as like prizes that they won, and I'm like, oh my god, I want those.
We were thinking like we could jump so high, and then we can actually jump down off. Like we jump up to the roof, and we can jump down, and
oh
you
my
jump
God.
like 5 feet. And you jump
Yes.
like
You couldn't jump anywhere. I was living in Vegas at the time, and I asked my mom for those. She got them, and I went outside to go, play with them. And I'm in the front yard, and I did one jump, and like half the fucking rubber band snapped on me. I was like,
Nice.
I'm not even fat. I was probably like 90 pounds. I'm like, how the fuck did you snap on me?
Remember when
remembers
everyone
Pogs?
spent their money on
Pogs,
Beanie Babies because they were supposed to be worth money someday? They actually are to the correct people.
Shit, hold on.
That
I'm
was
gonna
my
say this right now.
cousin's big thing. She was big into Beanie
I
Babies.
used to have a Beatles
She
yellow
collected the Beanie
submarine bear. I
Here,
don't know what
Amber.
happened to it.
On eBay.com, a Princess Diana Beanie Baby is selling for $65,000.
Well, yeah, because it's Princess Diana.
A Ernie
Excuse me,
Ty
Princess
Beanie
Diana.
Baby is this is for St. Patrick's Day, $12,500.
Whoa. That's the Jesus.
A TY Beanie Baby Cuddly from 1998, $30,000.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
your ass. If you own that, your ass is pretty sorry that
Yeah,
you
right.
fucking took that out of the package.
Right.
Like that, I was so mad. I have a 90 during Michael Keaton's phase of Batman. I have a original Batman Batmobile that's like on stand and everything that goes for like thousands of dollars, and my dumbass took it out of the box when I was 8. I got it for a birthday gift.
I mean, you were 8.
I was 8, but fucking 23-year-old me's looking at it and going, "You fucking moron."
Yeah, right.
Like, you took that out of the box.
I mean, when you're kids, you don't think about future resale value on
I'm
things.
going to raise my kid to know that shit, though.
Or you just buy 2.
True,
And
true.
put one away.
That might be,
and just
that might
give
be
one
the
to
other
them.
alternative.
Give one to them and keep one as a collector's item.
That might be the other alternative. But if I buy something for my kid that is, in the future ends up being, muy caliente, I'm going to keep his ass solid.
Did you guys have hit clips? I remember hit clips. My sister had those. They were little things that they came with a pair of earbuds. They were like, and each clip had one song on it, and you put the cartridge in the little player and played it, and you could switch cartridges to play different songs. My sister had those.
Yeah, my sister, she's like my half sister, so she moved between houses. So
Yeah.
I didn't experience that at all.
Who remembers Pogs? I don't know what Pogs are.
90s
They were
Pogs,
like-
man.
Yeah, I don't know what they are. Oh, there you are. I thought Discord crashed or something.
My cousin had a bunch of Pogs. I never collected them. They were a bunch of almost like you were in a way a fucking Cub Scouts. They were almost like badges, like milk caps almost.
Oh, really?
That just had designs of like different things. There was like Mortal Kombat ones. There was this. There was that.
They were really thick poker chips that had artwork on them. You could play a game for keeps and such. It was gambling for kids. Like anti-cards in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Cusk Collision.
I remember back in the days when you used to anti-cards in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, I used to have like Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to have Yu-Gi-Oh! Battles on the bus.
Oh, I still
And
collect all
they
my
had to
Yu-Gi-Oh
stop
cards.
those because they considered it gambling.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me play Magic in high school because they considered it gambling.
So like a few years after Yu-Gi-Oh came out,
Or
they wouldn't
Anti and
allow
Magic.
kids
Yeah,
to
there you
play
go.
Yu-Gi-Oh. They wouldn't allow
We
kids
were like
to
literally like bringing them into school in like binders with like
Oh, I remember those days.
and like
I
literally
still-
people like during lunch would like start trading.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
like they
still
were like
have
people
mine.
at lunch tables like having them open and then you look through them and you see one who want to trade.
Yep.
I don't care. I still have mine. I have like the full folder and everything. I collect mine. I have like a selection. Like these ones are okay price. These ones are great price. These ones are shit price.
Nice.
I keep.
I
them all
still
in
have
full-
my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I
What
have
schools
Yeah.
were you going to? We were sniffing pixie sticks in elementary because it made our snot color. Oh my god,
I
Amber.
never did that.
We never did that.
I had a friend who did it. He did like remember like the yardstick like pixie sticks.
Oh no!
Yeah.
There was a Halloween party and he literally bought 2 of them and he snorted all of them.
It hurt like a bitch. It's not supposed to.
Oh,
And
he
it
was-
made
Oh my
you feel
God.
like you were on cocaine. I'm
Yeah, right.
sorry.
Oh yeah, no,
It
he was like
impression. You did that because you were like, yeah, cocaine.
That sounds
No, but, like,
horrible. I don't
he
blame
did it at that
you.
party. He did the whole yardstick of it, and literally you saw his pupils were like expanded so much, like they were gonna like take over his eye,
Oh my
and he was like on a sugar
God.
rush. He literally jumped off of tables.
What the
Got kicked
fuck?
out of the Halloween party.
It was a thing.
Wow.
You'd have that one friend who would bring it in, and then you would have another try it.
We
It
had
just-
a guy who snorted red peppers from pizza. He
Oh,
Red
snorted.
Pizza
pepper
Hut.
flakes.
Oh my God.
I never.
I had a
that.
friend in high school who, he's a fucking idiot. Somebody dared him to drink a drop of hand sanitizer because it was melon scented, and then like literally he read the bottle saying, warning if ingested, seek medical attention. Literally stood up in class, going, "I need an adult! I need an adult!"
Oh my God. Remembers Fun Dips? I remember Fun Dips.
Oh, Fun Dips are
The
awesome.
Fun Dips were always the thing I got for Valentine's. You know, they always
Yeah.
did that for
They
schools.
still
you had
make
to,
those.
Yeah, I bet. But you always had Fun Dips. I always was guaranteed at least 1 or 2 Fun Dips within a Valentine's in school when they used to do that.
Halloween too,
Mm-hmm.
because they're cheap.
But yeah,
'Cause it's like sugar. You lick it. You put more
You also
sugar on it.
remember how lenient parents were with candy as well
Right?
in the 90s? If you got
Oh, wait,
candy
Fun Dip?
in the
Isn't that-
90s,
that's the
It's-
one with like the stick
it's-
and the
yeah,
sugar,
you-
right?
yeah,
lick-
it's with
you
that
lick the
chalk-looking stick.
You lick the
Yeah, you can
stick, you,
still
dip
buy
it in the
those.
sugar. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're still here, but they
Right.
were like a 90s thing. They started in the 90s.
Oh, I didn't even know
Yeah,
they
they
started in the
did.
I don't think I saw them till like early 2000s.
But
That's when I was allowed to
have
have.
a
I
ring
freaking
pop. I
remember-
remember ring pop commercials from the 90s.
Oh my god, I got a story about this. I was
Did
never
any
allowed to
of
have a
you-
ring pop.
And baby bottle pop.
I was
did
never
any
allowed
of
to
you
have.
wish to marry like your middle school crush with a ring pop?
Oh my God.
I remember.
I remember those
Here's the
days.
thing with me. I was never allowed to have ring pops or baby bottle pops because my stepfather at the time choked on a ring pop and he was a kid, so he never allowed. He said if he ever saw you eating one, he was gonna take it and throw it out.
I remember
now
guys
place-
proposing in
Same thing
grade
with the
school
baby,
with ring
yeah.
pops. I remember those days.
And
Baby
like,
bottle pops, I wasn't allowed because my parents were like, "No, you don't need to look like a fucking sissy. You're not having baby bottle pops." But ring
They're still
pops, yeah, all the
Those
time.
are still made, by the way.
yeah.
They still
yeah.
make those.
No, I was
They're
allowed.
still popularized.
I was allowed push pops, and then like when you
I
get an
remember
adult,
push
you're like,
pops.
Push pops were the bomb, dude.
but yeah, but imagine like how you
Not-
had to like, you know,
See, there were push pops, and then there were push ups. They're pop ups.
who remember?
the ice
Who remembers
cream?
the Flintstone ones?
Yeah, but that was ice cream. That wasn't in, like the hard candy one.
Yeah.
No, but that's still
Hard
a
candy was
'90s
push
thing.
pop. Push ups were good.
Who
yeah.
remembers the WWE ice cream bars or like WWF ice cream bars?
WWF ones.
Oh
yes.
my God, I never had
They're
those.
bringing
Yeah.
them back as cookie sandwiches, and I
Are they
wanna buy a
really?
box. Yeah,
Are
I want to
they?
buy a box.
Oh
Oh,
my
I love those.
God.
I remember because I got them at this like corner gas station by my house, and like the guy had like a box of them, and I got like a
Push
bunch
pops
of them.
were
And like the
suckers?
next day, I
Yeah.
went back and they were gone. And he never got another one again.
They always
I
turn
like-
my
I think I
entire
had, like, a
mouth
cane
colors,
one.
and they were so messy. I love the orange push ups. The orange
I
ones
like
were the
it.
best ones.
I like how my
Yes.
kid mind thought that, oh, I stopped sucking on this, so immediately if I put the cap on, it's done. Like nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah,
And then 2 hours later, I'll have a hard time opening the fucking
yeah.
push pop
Yeah,
cap
'cause the sticky
because
because
it's
it's stuck.
solidified
Yeah,
on it.
because it's stuck. Yeah.
I
And you
bought-
never knew as a kid. You never knew. You're like, what
No.
the why is this happening? You're starting to cry. You're asking your mom or your sister for it.
You had to like
And
my
all of a
mother.
sudden it happens.
Whenever that happened to me, my mother like took it, put it under hot water, and then she just and it pop open because like the candy would melt.
Yeah, my mom will tell me that too. After the first time I'm having a hissy fit, like, Mom, it's not letting me open it.
You
I
end
rem-
up breaking the plastic to get the push pop out. Yeah.
It would crack, and then you're thinking the whole time that it's no longer good. You're gonna need to throw it out. The cap's cracked, and your
But you
mom's telling
still
you,
eat it
"It's not good."
anyways.
I literally bought
Yes.
2 days ago. I bought push pops for my younger siblings. I give them to them. My sister opens it, no problem. My brother opens it. Takes the cap off the fucking pop.
Oh yeah, I've had that. I've had that happen.
And it fell on the floor, and he looks at me. He starts crying.
I've seen that happen before.
And then like today, or yesterday, I bought them baby bottle pops. I gave them today, and like I gave my sister one. It said like unicorn sparkles. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Unicorn sparkles.
It was just like it's a white. It was like it's just like the crystal candy for like the sugar was just like it sparkled when it hit the light, but it was like a unicorn. It was like just a strawberry cherry. I don't know. I just saw it and I just thought
Moving into sugar, who else was affected by 90s fucking cotton candy? 90s cotton candy is so much different than now, in my opinion.
It's just
It is.
it's like spun sugar. That's all it is.
No, they have.
They've changed it, man. The new cotton candy that's out, they so much different than how like, 90s candy.
Well,
Yeah,
because
no,
it's
like-
full of preservatives and shit.
Yeah.
You know
What was
what? And okay, as an American, I think that's great.
What was it like?
Sugar
the
rush
kids-
from hell.
My younger siblings got
of it, though.
Christmas cotton candy, so I tried a piece of it, and I'm just like,
There was something with what they did with their candy in the 90s. The cotton candy's sugar level was like tenfold compared to
then-
now. Now it's like, I get a slight little hit about it, but it's okay. It's nothing. It's like it's some weak ass shit.
we went to what was it? I work at a retirement home, so we did like this thing. We do it every year. We're not doing it this year because of what's going on in the world. Where like we would actually have like kids come and like all the staff would be dressed up in costumes, and we were giving out like food, and like the old people were actually giving them like we had like gave them candy to hand out, like little bags of candy.
Yeah.
So we actually we rented a cotton candy machine, and I had it. Like, this is like fucking 90s cotton candy. I was supposed to fucking be, not this stupid fucking package shit.
And too, you take that bite and all of a sudden you feel it, your eyes fucking wide, and you're like, yeah!
Remembers cotton candy?
That's supposed to feel!
Speaking of cotton candy, who remembers the fucking cotton candy that came in like the bag as like cotton candy bites?
Yes!
Kids in the 90s were wired so bad they could outrun Usain Bolt.
For real though,
I mean,
you
you're
give
not
a kid a
wrong.
whole thing of 90s cotton candy, that thing run like crack.
God, we gotta save the rest of this. We gotta save more of this 90s stuff for our next episode because we're running out of time.
I mean, we don't have a time limit. You just
But
want to
we're
play
going
Dead
over
by
our time. I really
No,
wanna-
you just want to face me as Blade and kick my ass. That's all you want to do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's all
Yeah.
all Rockstar wants to do now is show off Blight. That's all he wants
Yeah,
to do.
I
show up
bought
the
a new
character
outfit for him.
trash!
I'm getting better at them.
Rambo, you're more than welcome to join.
Yeah, come on, Ren.
Trash! I would have to download it then.
Oh,
I play PC. I'm PC, alright? I'm
you can
above
play it
you.
with. You can play
It's crossplay
against
now.
this on PC.
No, I know it's
cross-
crossplay, but my brother says that it's still no ability to like invite in person.
No, you can still do it. We've done it.
We've
You
done
done
it.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple times.
I might have to check out on that.
I can literally tell
90s
you how to
part
do it.
2,
It's not
I'm
hard.
down. I still have a lot of memories from the 90s.
That's
Alright.
what
I
I'm
was gonna
saying.
say, I
The
told
90s
Flash when he
splits
said,
between
like-
two different things. You cannot cover the 90s in one stream.
No, I
Can't.
didn't.
Especially
I
if your
didn't plan
stream's
on
only an
covering it
hour
in one
long.
stream.
Vlas told me it's gonna be like a two-parter. I said, no, it's gonna be more like a three-parter
Oh, hell yeah!
because it's so much shit to talk about. We
There's
like
so
just-
much. The
we only just
music! The
scraped
music
top.
with a
Yeah,
different
we
perspective.
didn't even get into music.
Well, we'll save that
The
for next
mu-
time.
Yeah, bro. Like you had a music growth of a lot of boy bands happening in the 90s. Like Jesus.
Right? Like the 90s is when pop music changed too.
Yeah, everything changed. You got better games. Like, there's just some truth to that. You got better games in
It
the
is
90s.
true.
That's when 3D started becoming a thing. Before then, you only had 2D of like Super Mario Brothers and everything. Now, the 90s became where the 3D in
Rage Against the
everything.
Machine, enough said. Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty
Yeah, okay,
much.
calm down, Tony Hawk Underground 2.
Hey, I like that game.
Speaking
I
of-
love that
It was my favorite. I became best friends with Preston Lacey and Wee Man.
Oh, you
when I
fucking
lived-
kidding.
My grandmother, her husband was an owner of a guitar store big in the 90s, so we had a lot of like famous people. Ended up having dinner with Slash and whatnot back when I
Oh,
was younger.
nice.
Of course, it didn't mean shit to me because I didn't fucking know
It didn't mean shit because
until
you were a kid.
until I left like 3rd or 4th grade, and I listened to Metallica and everything, and I was like, oh my god, I know who you are. I had dinner with you. Yeah, my
Nice.
grandmother and her husband, they owned a big stop, Ed's Roman's guitar store. So I met a lot of ZZ Top, the drummer from Aerosmith, Slash, met him out of an In-N-Out. We had dinner with at his house. So yeah, I grew up on that shit.
Nice.
Now it doesn't mean jack because they don't know me.
Nope.
They know me. They know me as one of that business person's little kid.
Christ.
But yeah, you got a lot to cover with that in the 90s, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, this is a great way for us, and then also Amber will like it because then if we get closer to 50 episodes, I have to do my face reveal.
Ooh.
I told her if I get
Well,
Does it say
you
have
got
to
30
move
more
first?
to go.
Yeah, we have like 30 more episodes.
but I only need like 27 more followers. It's either or.
True.
Okay. So
Like,
I apologize for plotting into your stream, Vlas, and reading the comments, but I see airsoft and paintball, and I have to make a comment on. Do you mind?
Sure, go for it.
Paintball's fun because it's hard. Airsoft's cool because it allows more. That's all I have to say.
Just give me your face reveal and forget everyone else.
I already did. I sent you that picture. That's me in the morning.
Oh, you subscribe to his OnlyFans, Amber? Can I have the details? I want
God damn
Rockstar's
it.
OnlyFans.
Rockstar's OnlyFans.
You would? Damn, shame.
Oh
You
my
get
God.
you get me false hope. He gave you false hope. I said I was gonna send you a picture. I never said it was gonna be in my face. I said that's my face in the morning when you wake me up at fucking 4 in the
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Narok.
morning.
Opens the chatterbait. Whoa.
This is
I
gonna be
mean,
DJ
Amber-
stream all
You got
over
the-
again.
You got the great community here, Vlas.
Oh
Keep
my
doing what you
God.
do, man.
Amber, I mean, one of the two things is happening soon. I'm about to move in like 2 weeks.
Sharkface and Rockstar. My favorite.
And then we had like a thing where like
God
she like
damn
just
it.
like give me a face reveal, and I literally like I said I was gonna take a selfie, and I had the camera facing my bookshelf. Like, whoops, camera's the wrong way.
Wow, you're a loser.
Nah.
Loser. Loser.
Hi, Kevin. I'm your biggest fan.
You said you were gonna move. No, I said I was moving soon.
Yes,
now
you.
it's definitely...
Way in the back. Hi, Kevin. All right, somebody get security in
Hi,
here.
God. Amber, I said like in a couple weeks, like I was moving soon, but now it's actually 2 weeks because the closing date's on the 25th. But it might be on the 23rd. Like it's doing the final inspections of the house. Then we're moving in.
You know what? Stop lying to your fans, all right?
I'm
Yeah,
not
right.
Vlass. I've showed Vlass I showed Vlass pictures of the house.
It's not Vlas's job to portray it. You have
that
your
is
fans.
true.
It's your job.
Yeah, Rockstar, get on it. And you didn't
Yeah.
even build me a room. I thought you were
Exactly.
getting the closet.
Getting the closet. The walk-in closet. shit, we have an upstairs bedroom. I could put a curtain.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You said you were gonna be the monster in my closet. I was gonna throw shit at you. Yeah.
Oh.
Why do I feel like Amber wants a dungeon as her room?
No, it's like a fucking like I have a video of the room.
Hold
that I-
on.
No, she
Thi-
wants her
this-
German
this-
dungeon pawn.
This is
She
now
wants that
warranted.
pawn.
Oh my.
Oh,
Yikes.
sexy dungeon.
It's German sex dungeon pawn. Du warst his favorite.
Oh my god.
I think we're.
I think we're done.
All right.
Oh, we don't want to talk about 90s?
No, we're gonna save it for next time.
That
Amber, we
accent
still-
though.
That is.
Und grab the hands.
No, don't be. We're
Don't
going
be
to a
done.
game
Keep
now.
this going. We're gonna play Dead by Daylight. What happened to
Amber, we're
Rockstar?
gonna
No one
get you
knows.
on
He
a-
was last seen entering Amber's room. Oh my.
Oh, damn.
He is.
He is now my pet.
All right, well then I'm shitting on your
Nice.
floor.
Oh my god.
I'll be like my
then,
dog.
then it's your floor, so.
What the fuck was that?
Rambo soundboard.
Oh.
No.
I'm crying.
Not that it's any of your business, but fuck you and fuck off. And leave me to my lotions.
I want that as a, I want that as a sound, man. I want that as a
What?
fucking, I want that as a fucking sound.
Not that
for
it's
me.
any of your business, but fuck you and fuck off and leave me to my lotions.
I want that as a fucking sound. We already got my sound command for followers. Ring ring, motherfucker.
Oh, Vlash knows I'm the sound
He
king.
really is, though.
Woo.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I demand to see Rambo and Cam have a soundboard off. Yes.
Oh god, I paid money for that. Like,
Yes.
You just call me Rainbow.
Narok,
That's
yes.
fucking obligatory.
You have Snapchat, Rockstar, and you're not my friend.
I don't have
Oof.
Snapchat.
I have a
Apparently you
Snapchat.
do.
I don't have a Snapchat.
I have Snapchat, I just never use it.
I don't have. The only thing I have is fucking Facebook.
Ew, what are you, 40?
I mean, I have Twitter. I use Twitter much more than Facebook.
I use it only really to like post random like a video game or like random like
You only
shit.
use Facebook to fucking contact your grandparents.
No,
They've gotten to that point in this age that they know what Facebook is.
Right.
Twitter? Oh, you're getting too close.
Yeah, right.
they
Don't-
really mostly use it for like Facebook Messenger. That's
You
about
use
it.
Facebook? I'm sorry. I'm Amber. Amber. Facebook for memes? You're about 3 months late with those memes then.
Yeah, right.
Oh
You gotta
my
be on Twitter for the
God.
good spicy memes.
No, you gotta be on Reddit or a thing called, there's a website called Neverthink, and it posts
God.
old and new memes.
Oh god.
You mind if I post it?
Sure, go for it.
It's I think that's the link. If it brings you to some poor site, I'm sorry, I'll pay for compensation. No,
Yes,
it's not.
Rockstar, I see you inviting me.
I'm just inviting. I'm messaging Silver see if she's still up.
That's the link. There you go.
Never think.
That post is new. That post is new and new
Never
old
think.
links.
Hand-picked videos. It says
And when you-
privacy error. You're trying to infect my PC. Use the second one, Amber.
You can click things. They have random genres, I would say, channels, and it will
Oh
randomly
my.
put meme videos from past and old out there. I love it. It's great.
Nice.
You want to keep up with your memes? There you go. Never think. There you go, baby. Sorry, I believe my. It's my stay over welcomed. Should I leave upon this?
No, you're fine.
Do you want me to leave there, sire?
You can stay if you want to.
No. If you indubitably need to go somewhere else and you need things to do, I'll completely understand upon it. Yes,
Well,
no,
I think we're down. Silver. Silver can't play now.
Oh,
Silver. Hey ho, Silver.
I just messaged her.
Yeah, I see. I'm reading it.
Oh,
I get notified whenever anything happens in that server.
yeah, I do too. I just didn't look because I have like I turned notifications on.
Flash,
Uh,
I do have to ask.
I wonder if my one
Why
buddy
is it in the meme section you don't allow me to post things from my own files?
What? You should be able
It-
to. Oh,
It
hold on.
doesn't let me have the addition, the plus sign to add files. I just have to do GIFs.
Weird.
But I have the funnies, I swear. I've been disappointed multiple times. I've tried to do it.
Hold on.
This
Let
is
me
how
get
I
this part
felt
switched
in
over.
your meme section. I felt kind of awkward. I can't do this. What?
What the fuck?
Sorry.
You okay there, bud?
Oh, perfectly good. What do you mean? Son of a bitch!
Bring back podcast.
Oh.
Do a potpourri episode with Amber.
Oh no.
See what fuck happens.
Oh no. Him versus Amber on a potpourri episode.
Oh god.
Oh, potpourri!
Do it. We're doing it.
Do the 20th episode. I need it to keep going.
Yes.
I'd win that shit. You haven't met Rambo then.
Excuse me? Are we doing a potpourri episode? Excuse me while I take one. What is this? What is this? Bad mouth? Are we talking bad language or
Oh, there we go. Attach files. There it is.
Why would you want to see me in a soundboard
There you go.
wars? Oh boy, what do I have to do? Oh, exquisite. Thank you, sire. Fuck, I gotta download the memes.
I gotta download the memes.
Oh wait, no, I have the memes on my phone. That's why. That's why I was
Nice.
asking.
I could talk about random ass shit that will throw my brains into a loop.
Who's this cam person they talk about?
His tag on Twitch is Frostbite. He's the guy in my D&D sessions who plays as Ryoko.
I guess they would be adequate battlemen against soundboard wars. Like, excuse me? No one messes with the dude who literally uses everything for memes.
It's true. Rambo is a living meme. Can confirm.
I've put my life. It is my life dedication and purpose.
It's true. It is. Our resident fireball. Yep. I mean, there's even a picture to prove it.
Talk about streams with my picture is freaking handsome Shrek. Oof. Oh, is this the intro too?
So, Rockstar, are we still doing this or what?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm building the percolate app. I want to see if
So,
I can get.
if it's... So, right now it's just me. You know that, right?
I thought Rambo was joining.
You'd have to re-download the game.
Oh, I thought he had to download it on his PC.
No.
That's what he was saying earlier.
I mean, yeah, we can.
I thought we
I'm
were
not
still on
1v1ing
podcast.
you.
Why? I suck as this killer. See
No,
if I
I'm
win.
not 1v1ing you.
Fuck. He's not on it. Fuck. You can't. Aaron, Taylor wasn't on anymore.
We have switched off. I'm assuming.
Amber.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
we're
whenever you have the next 90s nostalgia, feel free to message me.
two weeks from
I
today.
will always tune.
2 weeks from today.
Yeah, right. Sounds good. Just remember to.
Yep.
You message me, I'll be there.
Yeah,
Man.
I'll
You
miss
know what
you.
I'm saying.
I missed you.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Anytime,
if
man.
I'm able to leave.
Anytime, that was funny.
I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the night.
You
Take
too.
care, chat. Guys, full of this. He's an amazing man. He's one sexy, long-haired son of a bitch, if I might say so myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely within the region upon it. It's pretty great. I will check you all later. Love you.
God
Take care,
fucking
man.
damn it, Rambo.
Always a pleasure, man. I love you, man.
I'll see
You're
you
great,
later.
you're a great friend. I'll see you later. Oh, peace out.
I'll see you later.
Oh my fucking god, what the fuck?
Now you see why I invited him.
Oh no, that was fucking amazing. I loved it. Thank you.